They stood side by side, leaders of more than 50 denominations of all kinds, gathered in the courtyard of the Hillcrest Church to send a clear message. Hate does not have a home in San Diego. Bishop Robert McElroy's Catholic diocese represents nearly 1 in 3 San Diegans.
Last weekend in Charlottesville, we saw the face of evil walking in our midst with such utter clarity that day must become a marker for all of us to take new dedication to removing the poison of religious and racial and ethnic bigotry from our midst, and to make white supremacy a thing of the past.
The nation was taken aback by the anger and violence splashed across television screens. Right-wing extremists filled the streets of a college town, chanting racist slogans and scuffling with counter-protesters. President Donald Trump was roundly criticized for not denouncing Nazi and white supremacist protesters until Monday. He returned to a position of shared blame at an impromptu press event on Tuesday.
I watched those very closely, much more closely than you people watched it. And you had a group on one side that was bad, and you had a group on the other side that was also very violent. And nobody wants to say that, but I'll say it right now. You had a group on the other side that came charging in without a permit, and they were very, very violent.
The president went on to suggest the situation could be fixed if he continues creating jobs. But San Diego Bishop Cornelius Bowser of the Charity Apostolic Church disagrees.
I say to our president, creating more jobs will not fix our race problem. To fix our race problem, President Trump must pay attention to and speak up for people of color, which is more likely to live in poverty, drop out of high school, be unemployed, see their fathers sent to prison, and unable to rebuild their lives when they get out.
Bowser says the nation must hold Trump to a higher standard. The events in Charlottesville were reminders that a long-fought struggle against racism is not yet won. But Bishop George McKinney of the Church of God in Christ says this doesn't lead him to despair.
We're saddened by what is happening across the nation, but our coming here today is indicative that there is light still shining in the darkness, and the darkness cannot put it out.
All in attendance agreed that denouncing hate by name is an important step forward. Rabbi Devorah Marcus urged people to do more than just agree that the incidents in Charlottesville were an outrage. She called on people to stand up.
They want us to be silent, hoping that the problem will go away. Silence breeds space. It conveys acceptance, and it makes it seem as though no one stands in opposition to these vile ideas. We must show up en masse. We must be loud and unceasing in our intolerance of intolerance.
And the idea is to not have this discussion end today. There was a call for this to be the topic of sermons this Sunday all around San Diego County. In Balboa Park, Erik Anderson, KPBS News.